Texans think that the Californians moving here is going to turn Texas blue. And if I can tell anybody one thing, there is a red wave coming here.
Jeremy and I with the Night Group, your favorite Austin realtor. No, over the last year, I've helped more people move to Texas from out of state than really any other year. And more people are reaching out to me constantly still on moving to Austin and other places in Texas. So when I came across this video on CNN, it actually resonated with me because I get to hear a lot of the stories of people that are actually making the move, what they're going through, what they're thinking, and what's motivating their move. And a lot of what I heard on this video is what I hear. So we're gonna go through and talk about some of the politics and some of the reasons why people are actually making the move to Texas. Now, California actually just had its first year of a net loss. So more people moved out of California, and most of those people, a good chunk of those people, actually moved to Texas. So let's go through this and talk about some of the reasons why people are moving. Now, I know you like to leave spicy comments anytime I talk about California and Texas, and that's fine. Let's see your best shot and hear them in the comments.
So many people are moving to Texas, the real estate market can barely keep up. Some want cheaper houses, and some say they want a safe space for their politics. After real estate agent Marie Bailey made the move herself in 2016, she created a private Facebook group called Move to Texas from California. With the pandemic, she's seen a surge in new members, now more than 33,000.
Politics are a big discussion in our group because you just cannot talk about moving without politics.
I'm actually part of quite a few of these moving to Texas, moving to Austin groups, and I see what people post, and believe it or not, there are quite a few people that do talk about politics, so I totally agree with what this agent Marie is talking about.
So all these things being built, even I guess this plot of land, these are already bought?
Yes, yes.
Like, do houses sell in a day?
Yes, houses are selling in hours. I have a lot of people in my group that would consider themselves as a political refugee. California has taken it very far in a lockdown.
Yeah, especially in Austin, our market is moving very quickly. In fact, I talk to agents, and I have a lot of agents from around Texas on my live streams, Real Migos, and we talk about this phenomenon that's happening. And stuff isn't lasting very long in the market, especially in the Austin area. You know, a lot of the people that I hear moving to Austin, you know, they think, oh, it's a little bit more like where I came from in California for a lot of different reasons. In fact, I've done a video kind of talking about that. So that's something I hear about people moving to Austin. Now, regarding that red wave she was talking about earlier, I don't know if I fully agree with that. You know, there has been this big push to turn Texas blue. I don't have any questionnaire that asks people how they vote on my intake forms for buyers, but I would say from what I see, it's probably 50-50. But look, I don't have a crystal ball, so I don't know, you know, if Texas is gonna turn from red to blue. I don't know, but the people that I am seeing here, it's 50-50, so I just don't see it changing right now. It could in the future, but what do I know?
And the pandemic opened up people to wanting to move for several reasons. These people are suffering, and their children are suffering. And they come here on their scouting trips, and I literally have people that break down and cry. And they're like, your parks are open. There's children outside.
A lot of people are pretty surprised when they come to Texas, especially Austin, and find that things are open. They're not expecting that coming from where they're living currently. And so this is something I do hear a lot, like, wow, you can still go out. Wow, you can do these things. Whether, you know, how you feel about that or not, you know, people are taking note of that when they come out here.
I was getting depressed out there. Everything was shut down in California. I was on Indeed.com looking for jobs. I took the first job they offered. 2 weeks later, we were rolling out here.
And what was appealing about Texas?
More freedoms, less government in our pocket. This is why I'm coming out. I want some land. I want to be left alone. And honestly, I want to start my gun collection.
I do have to admit, I did enjoy her shirt that said, "Don't Austin my Texas." But what I do hear from a lot of people is exactly what he's saying. They're depressed. They don't want to live there anymore because of the lockdowns. Their lives have changed. And this is something that I think a lot of people are weighing their options. Now, you might not like that I'm telling you that, but the reality is I hear what people are saying. I sit and I listen to people, why they're moving to Texas, why they want to move to Austin. And what he said in this video resonates with a majority of the people that come and call me. So let's go.
I saw my owner losing her business. I saw like no one cutting people breaks. Like at the end of the day, it's like people need to put food on their table right now.
After COVID restrictions closed the salon where Courtney Prisco worked as a hairstylist, she and her husband quit LA. They could afford a much bigger house in Texas, and they were sick of businesses being shut down.
We actually got COVID like 2 months ago.
Okay, but just to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
So you did get COVID though once you moved to Texas,
Yes.
which is a place with less COVID
Yes.
restrictions.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
So I really don't believe that it was anything to do with Texas. It was just kind of like it was my time to get it. I don't know.
Are you gonna get the vaccine?
No.
Why not?
No, absolutely not. No. Me and my husband are like hippies at heart. Like honestly, we're very cautious of to what we're putting into our body.
So I've actually helped quite a few business owners move to Texas in the last year. A lot of them are saying kind of the same thing that what she said about this salon that closed. In fact, I've helped a lot of people that are in that industry. But overall, there's a lot of business owners that looked at what's happening there and said, and they had to weigh their options and said, all right, Texas is the move for me. So this is something that I hear over and over again. Now, as far as the vaccine point that she made, you know, are you gonna get the vaccine? I gotta be honest with you, I know a lot of people, both left and right, red, blue, whatever you wanna categorize them as. And I would say from what I've heard and asked about, you know, are you getting a vaccine or all of that stuff, I'd say really it's like 70% of both sides.
The political culture doesn't matter to everyone. Sometimes it's just the policy. In October, Caroline Yopich moved so her daughters could go to school in person and play elite soccer.
My kids love sports and they want to play, and they didn't really know what to do when they couldn't. You know, online learning, they did it, but sitting in front of a computer for that many hours a day just wasn't healthy for their bodies or mentally.
For me, I'm a very in-person learner, and I'm very I need to be there and ask questions and have people around me to help, and so I think that switch was really difficult for me.
I mean, I personally feel like it's a year of lost learning for kids that have had to stay on Zoom.
And this is what I'm hearing from a lot of people is why they want to move to Texas. So this story resonates with me. All three of these stories resonate with me a lot because this is what I'm hearing over and over again from people.
The people coming here, it's not stopping.
Even though schools are starting to open up in
Yeah.
other places, people are still going forward with the move?
Right now they are. Could that impact people staying? Absolutely. But there's a lot of people who were politically on the fence. They were like, they're not here for our best interests. Whatever trust they had is completely gone.
What I really do like about this piece is you have a correspondent from CNN who actually sat and listened and had a conversation with these people to figure out and listen to what is really going on. What is making people leaving their states? Why is there a net loss in California? Why are people leaving and moving to places like Texas and Florida? So whether you're thinking about moving to Texas or somewhere else, does this video resonate with you? Do you feel that some of the policies that are in your state are making you move? Do you agree with this video? Do you hate this video? Jeremy Knight, The Night Group, your favorite awesome realtor. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next one.